Hello and welcome to ASMR Scratch Art. Please like, subscribe, share and comment to help the channel grow, and I hope you enjoy this video. This is going to be a short one. I'm trying to take my time a little bit. See how it pans out really. I've been sitting here and picking up. Lately I've been dipping my toes into romanticism. I'm forever late to the party when it comes to things, but my cousin recommended I watch the show Everyone's Kawaii now TV and the Discovery Adventures. She's read the books. I was like, oh, okay. But like, it's cheesy, it's a little bit silly, but it takes itself very seriously. And I love it. I'm all in. I'm all in on the romance. So, okay, special effects, the soapiness of it. So into it. As I say, it looks like everybody's taking it deadly seriously, which I think is fun. And I've only watched 2 episodes, so my partner kind of dipping in and out, he thinks it's hilarious. You see me swirling over it, but honestly, I really love it, yeah. Obviously, I dropped my style there. I'm having to kind of make my peace with things that are less active, though I'm still trying to exercise. I did read somewhere that the best treatment for prognosis of people that can accept the diagnosis of a positive spin on it. I'm not there yet. I'm trying to tell myself, it's having to sit down more gives you more time to read, it gives you more time to write, it gives you more time to And the message you get from everything and everywhere now is you've got to exercise, you've got to move your body. Sitting still is bad for you, being sedentary will kill you. Yeah, so I've got that competing in my head as well. Accepting this diagnosis is so hard. I want to get there. At the same time, I don't know how. I'm trying to do things that don't necessarily fit my legs. And if I didn't have to do this twice a week, I probably would go out, still go out for I would work on strengthening my legs at home. A safe space where if I'm discomfort afterwards, I know that I don't have to chuck my shoes on the straight afterwards and head out. Even though it's like a 10-minute each way, it feels so much work, like so much longer than that, so much harder. It's a tough thing to find with the show. I'm not getting off the school anytime soon. How we do it in England. Kids in the last year of primary school, they were okay to walk to and from school by themselves. And suddenly that was what I did back in the distant past, aka the 1980s. I did that. My friend, our friend from over the back of us, and my sister and I all walked to and from school together last year, last year I should say. And that was a given. And as I said, I was 10 going on 11. My sister was like 7. instruction for you to say, okay, this is what I need to do to feel better. Like I can sit and move my legs from the comfort of my house. Because but I then have to get up and go back out again. And it helps. There'll be times when he's finishing early, the people go pick the kids up. The odd time if I really can't face it, that's not such so yeah, it's roughly another 4.5 years before I don't have to do the school one anymore. I may throw myself a party if I want to. It's not a huge amount of time saved. I mean, there's not going to be latchkey games for sure. It's not like I'm going to be out. But it might be nice to think that we could go to, like, I don't know, an exercise class in the afternoons without worrying about being late to pick them up. It's that kind of choice that I'm looking forward to. You tend to do more things in the morning. You might go somewhere. If you need to go shopping over the night, you'll go straight after you drop the kids off. You tend to do a lot less in the afternoon because psychologically the time feels shorter. If you say lunch is at 12, it's actually roughly the same amount of time. But it just doesn't feel that way. It doesn't feel shorter to me, at least in the mornings. I tend to do, or I try to do a lot of what I need to do in the morning before lunch. Sometimes I have lunch pretty early, actually. I have a tendency to eat lunch often before 12, depending on how hungry I am. Do you mind if I have to take my vitamins after lunch? I don't promise remember to do it. So, yeah, that's what I look forward to the most about not doing the school. There's having options in the afternoon, being able to go to a class or something like that. My partner works from home. The kids won't never be on their own. Even though they would be old enough to be left alone. The kind of general consensus about leaving in the UK, I mean, and we're talking like after school till your parents go home. We're not talking any significant period of time. It's kind of like the age I was where I was sensible to go to town and change my life. So go spend my pocket money and then take the bus back to my event. I used to walk when I was still alive. I just think my parents lost their life. Walking along my own. It was that age where you have that little bit of freedom to go and do what you want. You know that your parents are never far behind. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if my oldest will be mature enough to go to school. I don't know about my youngest. She's lovely. She's an absolute character. If you ask me if I can have a picture of walking to school, I'd say no. Then again, she's only 5, so it's a long way off. I can sort of imagine my eldest doing it now. She's last month. Some things that I can probably figure out. Yeah, I can kind of imagine her doing it now if she was free of distraction. But it's teaching her to have that focus. I don't know, maybe I could give her like a 5-minute head start if she really wants to do it. That would be like next September. Let's see, she makes one. Unless she doesn't want to do it. If I can pick up a little sister, I look like halfway over, bump into each other. It's like she can pretend that she knows us. Sorry, she can pretend she doesn't know just get them sticking together. And the lower ceiling is only like that far from where they go to school now, so it's just because it goes over a really busy road near a supermarket. And I think absolutely hardly any of the kids bother to use the crossing for traffic. So a few kids uncool. I think crikey, it was only last week I watched a kid nearly right down in front of my mum's car. She was taking us to the kids' school one day. Senior school kid on his bike. There's like a shopping parade or what Americans would call a strip mall away there. And he's obviously been to the corner shop, spent a piece of lunch money on sweets. And then he's on his bike and he just pulls out. He just look, I'm sorry, look at it. And she slowed right down, but he didn't even glance in her direction, he just looked down without a care in the world. And another car driven by a less careful person, as well as 40 mile an hour speed limit coming down the avenue. Everybody observes it. He wouldn't have stood a chance, and it was shocking. And I was like, you are the idiot in front of my kids. Absolute ridiculous behaviour, and you see them do it all the time. Often they're in groups, boys. And some of them will be on bikes, some of them will just walk out on this. Like, it's safety in numbers, right? If the car can't brake, probably only going to hit the first couple of boys, and the rest will be fine. And they just don't care. They don't care. There's no teenager who's going to walk to a proper crossing if they could just step out in the middle of the road. Because that's what's most convenient. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, that's my traffic rant for now. As I started thinking about the parking outside their school, which is, my god, any primary school built before the 2000s is not built to have a lot of cars. Okay, right now I'm off the traffic right now. Enjoy this. The outside my kids' school it's right in the middle of housing estates, golf estates, built to serve these estates. So I'm going to script after this. And there's basically an island in the middle of the road with a crossing in it. And then you've got the school and people park, as you might expect. People park on the school keep clear sign. People park over other people's driveways. People park over the crossing sometimes when other ones I've had to walk round their car. And the school send out missives every so often reminding people where they shouldn't jump up. They don't care. The vast majority of parents dropping their kids off have a job to go to, and they don't care where they park as long as they can park. They don't care if it's across somebody's driveway. They don't care if it's blocking anybody in. They don't care if there's like double yellow lines on the school keep clear. Sometimes they park on the grass, on the crossing, by the crossing, because what they care about is how fast they can drop their kids off and go on with their day. And no school has a car park for the parents. The only parents allowed to park are those who have a blue badge, a disabled badge for their children. They're the only people allowed to park inside the school gates, even when the resident badge, because it's not allowed. Isn't allowed to park there. It's pandemonium most days. The parking enforcement officers, which we apparently have, show up, I'd say, maybe once a term at most. And it's the same old story. The parents see them do a hard swerve and go park still as close as they can get. They park as far away from the enforcement officers as possible, but still as close to the school as they can get. And they're probably just fans out across the local park, which is again about 5 minutes away from the school, also lets parents park there for free, and while some do take advantage of it, the vast majority don't want to know. They want to park right next to the school. They would park up your backside if they thought it looked like a parking space. They don't care who's going to let them do it. If they have to get out of their car and walk more than 100 steps, they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. The only way you can discourage people from doing it is if you have CCTV cameras and people got fined. Although that would be the best way to raise some money for the school, seeing as their ex-chief finance officer just got jailed for a year for ripping them off to the tune of at least $35,000. And that was just as far back as they could go. He'd actually been working there since 2013, but they only traced the fraud back to 2019, so the real figure could be much higher. So the school is broke. And I can't help thinking that it would be nice if they could fine anybody that parks at least on the school keep clear lots, because then it might generate an income for the school. Plus, yeah, it would stop people parking, and that's the only way you're going to stop them, is either by clamping up, which can annoy the ever-loving heck out of them, or by finding them. As I say, it just dumps the problem further down the road, quite literally. Then you will find that the neighbouring streets will have a sudden influx of cars, and then the neighbours will complain, quite right too, that they can't leave their houses, can't park their cars, the delivery van can't drop the shopping off, the ambulance can't take the poor lady to hospital because somebody parked their 4x4 across the driveway, and all this. So I don't know what the answer is. You can't make more people walk their kids to school if they have to go to work afterwards. I want my kids to school back, but that's easy because I don't work. But if a parent has to drop their kids off and go straight to their job, they're not going to walk. They're not going to park 5 minutes away. They're not going to park 1 minute away. There is no answer. If there is,